Hello everybody and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 84 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We're going to be looking at a roll of 1970p Lincoln Memorial cents. They are from mint sets and still in their mint cello. So I figure we will take a look at the coins and see if we got, I just bought these, and so we'll see if there's any kind of higher grade ones, and then we can look through and see if there's any varieties. It seems like for this date in mint, there's mostly double dies. I did take a moment to just kind of review everything, and so hopefully I will be sharp. Hey Logan's Coins, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Alright, we'll take a look. Alright, and so I will pour out the other ones here. We'll just take a look at this first one here and I'll put them away. I almost feel like we can zoom in just a little bit farther. But how are you doing tonight, Logan? And so these are from a different seller. They look just about like this here. And so these are not the same as the last couple of mint cello rolls that we've been getting. So it looks like these ones have a little bit of spotting on them, or at least the first coin has. And we'll just keep checking them out. It's like, I did feel like the last couple rolls that we got to go through were like extremely nice. But I feel like the older we go back, kind of the more kind of dinged up we get. The more hands they've gone through, the more times they've been shuffled around, more coin shows they've gone to, more times they've ended up in a mail truck getting delivered, crammed into a P.O. box. But we never know. Sometimes we'll find a really nice toned older coin. I feel like I still haven't found, I don't think I've ever looked at a mint cello and seen like a lamination error, or like just something like kind of cool on it. I've never seen an error inside a mint cello before. This one looks like it has been compromised by something. We'll check out with the coin. Almost looked like there was some sort of barbecue sauce or something. The coin does have an interesting little streak to the luster there. That's definitely different. It's like the best thing. I mean, it almost reminds me of a fingerprint, and here is some more of that yumminess. I just want to say it's like barbecue sauce or something like that. Hopefully, hopefully that's not a trend in this roll. We definitely have not gotten a roll. You know, there does look like there's kind of some environmental damage. If you'll see, there's like little paisley designs, like little tiny baby like coin slugs. We're making little alien crop circles on here. It kind of looks cool, kind of looks artistic. We can't find cool coins unless we take the time to look through the ones that are not that perfect. It looks like we have we got another thumbs down tonight. I must be doing something terribly wrong. I should just stop streaming. I'm apparently no good at it. So this is gonna be my last stream, everyone. I got a thumbs down tonight. I just my self-confidence. I can't take this anymore. It's weighing in on my psyche. Take a look at this one. You know, I feel like quite a few, I mean, the best thing that I can attribute this is like environmental damage. Like there was, I want to say there, either they were exposed to liquid or they just like got hot and cool and hot and cool and hot and cool. I feel like quite a few of the cellos, looking down on them, they look not quite as white, not quite as clear as I normally do. So this maybe looks like the best looking coin that we have found in the bag so far. So it looks like it's been a pretty good day on eBay. I got to post a lot of really pretty silver coins today, which is something I'm not used to. I'm still trying to get the hang of photographing them, especially the proof ones. They reflect everything. Hey Andrew, welcome. You've got the multiple accounts now. How's your night going, Andrew? Welcome. How many more days until eBay will let you post again? Or not post, but increase your seller limit. Hopefully it'll start over here at the beginning of the next month, which is just a day or two away. That would be like best case scenario. Oh nice, I like your check mark. Very cool. Very cool, accredited coins. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know about that Andrew guy either, accredited. Oh, nice. Yeah, like I didn't get a chance to see how many sales you had today, but it looked like you were doing pretty good. Like, it's pretty awesome. Until August 26th. That's insane. They should give you like a month credit on your store. Maybe if you sell something they'll allow. I can't, it's been so long for me, but I remember it like if anything like frustrated me, it was my early days on eBay. It could just be like really, really hard. Like it's like you're trying to start a business, you're trying to, you know, list more items, and they're like, oh, hold on there, Sparky. Yeah, no, you gotta like, I don't know, you can only do a couple listings. It's like, well, it's a numbers game. The more you list, the more you sell. And it's like, yes, that is, but first you have to prove to us that you'll be patient and jump through whatever hoops eBay says that you have to, because you don't have an independent business anymore. You now have to listen to the lords of eBay and do, you know, when eBay says jump through a hoop, you jump through a hoop. When eBay says you need to offer free shipping, you offer free shipping. When eBay says you need to offer free returns, you offer free returns. And when we say that you need new identifiers on your auctions, you need new identifiers. We need more product information. And you do it. And then eventually you realize that it does help your business, because otherwise eBay doesn't show you to anyone. So in the end of the day, it works out. But yeah, it seems like at least half of these have these kind of little swirly paisley things here. I can only imagine what the silver coins in the sets looked like. Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I wonder how many people just are like, kind of whatever. Like, I will start my own website. At least I can start a website and list my stuff. Or I'll go to Amazon, or I'll go to Bonanza, or I'll go, like, you know, to some other site. It definitely takes patience. I mean, part of me is like, after all the things that I've like dealt with, I almost wonder why I haven't honestly moved on. I guess, you know, it's like the last year I pretty much spent making videos for all my eBay listings, And I guess I would still have the videos. I would just have to list all the stuff if I went to another site and then link everything. Other than the spot on this one looks pretty decent. We'll check out the reverse. But it really is interesting, like the barriers they put in place for a new person. Because if a new person is like, selling stuff, I mean, I could understand maybe if like, with seller limits, if they only allowed the person to have so many items in the mail, or like, give time for the customers to give feedback. And maybe that's what it is. They want to make sure that like 50 customers don't return like a brick in a shoebox and say like, this seller is a scam. I opened it up and there was a brick inside. It must just be like to cover eBay's. Yeah, this is interesting. Like there's more kind of interesting markings on the coins. Like normally I'll see one or two coins that have kind of condition like this, and this one has a lot. %. That's more than eBay. I think Amazon is like 14%. But I mean, I'm not even sure. I feel like the seller fees on eBay are 6.5%. But then it's like with promoted listings, you might as well add 10% onto it. And so it's like, eBay, it's like when you look at this, 13% on or 14% on Amazon, it seems like a lot. But then when like you add on, promoted listings and stuff onto eBay, it all of a sudden makes it look cheaper. But I think Amazon wants people, I think you can only sell certified coins, and then you have to be able to show like your business, like your past and stuff. You basically have to like make a proposal to them. And I think they want people that basically buy, that they have a lot of the same product. They don't want unique items. While eBay is more, I feel like, the place for unique items that are all different. Amazon wants something that they can put a UPC on it, and then anybody can basically say, I have this product for sale, and it's one picture for everything, one product description. It might say like used, or like it might have like new or used or something. But I feel like that's really the reason eBay is still with it, because they allow people to do their unique items. This one's got a really nice kind of luster to it. It's obviously not proof, but in a way it kind of reminds me in a way of a proof coin. The fields are just super smooth. It's probably a red-brown considering all this interestingness. I mean, maybe PCGS would even say environmental damage. I don't think I've ever seen a coin graded that has kind of this like paisley-like design on it. So it would be interesting for me to see what one graded. Yeah, they like bulk items. I was watching like late night YouTube, like how I made $100,000 selling on Amazon, and it was just like people going to like Alibaba, like I think it's like a huge Chinese. I think it's a Chinese website, but it's like, I think it's worldwide. But it's basically everything you would buy on the internet, but in bulk. and then like hundreds and hundreds of off brands of every item. I think you can buy every kind of coin in like counterfeit. Like you can buy 1,000, 1909s, and I think when I checked it out at one point, you could like ask for any date, any mint, and they can age them. They can do whatever you want. Like, it's kind of scary. That's another reason. But at the same time, you can order like fake PCGS slabbed coins, any date, any mint. So that's like, it's like, oh, I'll go certified, and then it's like, oh, well, you can buy the fake coins in slabs that look just like the PCGS ones, and they have certs that work. It's scary. I think that's half the reason why all the technology is probably, what is it, the NF, or I can't even remember the radio frequency where you just hold your phone next to the slab and you can confirm if it's legitimate. I'm guessing that's why they've been doing that. It's not really, I don't really want like a little chip inside all my coins, but I understand why they do it. But I guess the point of it anyway, it's like people were, talking, they're like, go and like buy, make an investment, go in and buy a bunch of stuff from Alibaba, and then they send it to the Amazon fulfillment centers. And so they don't have to even ever touch the stuff, they just buy it and ship it straight there. And a year ago, that sounds like it would have been a really smart way to do it. But unfortunately nowadays, I feel like from what I've read, like Amazon only takes essential items. Maybe they've, expanded things again. But it was definitely a good idea. But it seemed like there was a ton that goes into it in different ways. Like, you can set up your own packaging for stuff, market, make a brand. But I could definitely see how it could be a really profitable business, because you can basically buy like these items for a couple bucks, and then you add you just make them like gimmicky and you sell them for 30 bucks. And and then you probably on Amazon you can promote things like eBay, where then Amazon just shows it to everyone, put it under the gifts section, and then everyone's buying it as a gift. I wonder, it's like, I'm curious if I did like hybrid auctions or like hybrid listings where, say, I noticed that there are, like codes for like Magic and sports cards. Like there'll be like $20 off, eBay will give you a coupon that's like $20 off your purchase of $100 or more. And it's like if I made like an item where it was like $50 worth of Magic cards or like baseball cards, and then $50 worth of coins, and basically sold them in both categories, or sold the coins with the baseball cards in the baseball card category. If like you basically could sell coins in a different category by like, selling like a group of collectible items. That's something I've never tried. I did see someone like selling coins the other day. It was like, one of those, big bulk junk drawer blowouts, and it was like baseball cards, Magic cards, coins, stamps, a little bit of everything. And I was like, it's like, huh, well, they'll get more people's attention that way. I am kind of liquidating my later proofs. I just and not only am I liquidating them, but it's like I also set them to be some of the lowest, coins in the buy it now section, so that, people would get hit with them if they're trying to look for lowest priced coins, that they would get hit with those. And then I thought it might, they're kind of a lost leader product in a way. So, people are going to run into them. They're going to see that they're really cheap. And then they might come and see what else I have for sale. But that's kind of the idea. A lot of them I've had for a long time. I just, had a back stock of 20 plus of everything. This one's got a nice mint employee fingerprint on it. It's like, oh, look at this. And I feel like well, I guess there is kind of some scuffs there. I'm just always find it silly when there's a giant fingerprint, and otherwise the coin looks beautiful and lustrous. And it's just, I always imagine that happy employee being like, look I found a perfect one. This is going to make the most beautiful mint set. And then they touch it, or they're like, oh, this one's too perfect. Let me mess it up here for a second. We can't give someone a perfect coin. But we never know. But I'm really interested. I feel like the coin category here is going to get a little sketchy here for a couple months. I mean, besides even the pandemic. Because from what I understand from managed listings, or managed payments, or speaking of, I assume accredited coins, you are not part of the managed payments. You are still using the traditional checkout that eBay has. I mean, that's actually if not, I have questions for you. But it's like, as far as I can tell, eBay, because of the managed payments, there's a bunch of items that they are gonna. Is there like something inside it? Is one compromised? It totally looks like there's something inside the mint cello there. It's like resting on it. Yeah, I'm in traditional. I am not in beta. So basically, the managed payments. If someone is in managed payments, you cannot sell in the coin category. You cannot sell in the alcohol, adult categories, any of those things. The processor won't let those things get processed. And so you're not allowed to list. And so they're pushing, pretty much everyone has gotten rolled over into the managed payments. But I guess there was all this, drama. And so we'll skip the drama here and we'll get to kind of what I was able to think I figured out from reading and watching a bunch of stuff. Is that people who sell coins, and it's the majority of what their eBay store or account sells, will not be forced like everybody else to go into managed payments. However, the people that don't do it, majority of the items they sell in one of those categories, they all get forced into it. I think like July 15th or something was when everyone was getting forced into it. So I think that until they figure out how to process those things, once they figure out, we'll all be moved into managed payments. And instead of money going into our PayPal account, it's going to go directly into our accounts. And they're going to want, it's basically going to feel like they're going to want like all your business information. They're going to want everything. It's kind of interesting. It probably should have been done a long time ago. But I guess my feeling is, I don't know how many months it's going to take them to figure out how to process coins. So what I feel like is going to happen is all of the people who have coins or sell a coin here or there, they're going to be unable to sell, and I guess the thing that concerns me is that a lot of the coins that I buy, I buy a lot of coins from big dealers, but I buy a lot of coins from people just selling off their collection or selling a few coins here or there, selling their duplicates as they upgrade. And so one of my concerns is that these people eBay's going to say, no, sorry, you can't sell. Not until we figure it. So I feel like the market here is going to get a little bit scarce. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I feel like it's essentially going to give kind of the bigger people and the people that grade their own coins a kind of an advantage. And so that I feel like that's going to really change the tables. I feel like it's one of the reasons I've been buying a little bit heavier lately, is because I'm not sure, but it's like also it feels like an odd time to implement all these changes, because let's say it's the pandemic, you lost your job, you had a coin collection, that was your, kind of backup plan. And then all of a sudden, and you're like, oh yeah, I can just throw these on eBay, and like your entire life they were guaranteed to get this or that back. Or, oh, you've got, silver, but you don't, live anywhere near a place where you can sell your silver. You just put it on eBay and you get your money. So I don't know. I'm interested with how this is all gonna kind of go down. I feel like there'll be a lot of pressure on eBay to figure out stuff. But maybe the big people will like it and they're not gonna put pressure. But at the same time, who knows? I feel like I'm getting ready to start doing bulk submissions anyway. But then I guess it's another thing is like, where will I, you were saying you can go to shows and stuff down where you are. I don't have big shows like that up here. And so it's like, imagine all the raw coins on eBay just disappearing. It's like, I guess people can go to shows to source their stuff, but I feel like if all the little people who just sell, all the people who just sell little coins in there, if they don't have a place to do that business, they're going to go somewhere else. And so we'll be curious to see where that is, because it doesn't seem like somewhere else is going to be like, meeting face to face with people in the middle of a pandemic. But I also wonder how it will affect the hobby as a whole, because if people feel that they don't have a place to sell their coins off to after they purchase them, they might not be as inclined to purchase them. This one looks like it's got some interesting luster. I feel like the mint cello has a kind of line texture, but I feel like this coin does too. But we'll see. It's like, I guess I'm not that worried. If I was that worried, I would be trying to sell all my coins. Yeah, and maybe bigger cities have lots of dealers. It seems like a lot of places, to me, it seems like have been closing. I feel like brick and mortar stores, ones that maybe are more of like a pawn shop, or like, they really concentrate just on the silver and gold purchasing. But it feels like it's hard for them to compete with, like, say, eBay and stuff. And it's like, oftentimes I feel like if you put something on eBay, you're going to get, just as good of a price as you would if you were to sell it to a local dealer. And then the local dealer has a hard time because he can't turn around and sell it online as easily, because he just had to pay somebody, basically just a little bit less than what they would have gotten on eBay. I feel like these ones are going to look interesting up close. So it'll be interesting to see if we can find any double dies in this batch. I do have 2 more rolls of these Philadelphias. I won another Philadelphia roll today of mint cellos. I won another Denver and another San Francisco. It looked like the San Francisco roll was 5 short of a roll. It's only 45 coins. But I feel like I have another roll. I feel like one of my Philadelphia or San Francisco's right now is 10 coins short of a roll. So maybe I'll piece 2 of the rolls together, or maybe I'll just put them together and it'll be, if it's like 45 and 40, it'll be an 85 coin roll. One of a kind. Wow. I don't know. It's interesting to me. It's like, this looks like artwork to me. I'd love to see a giant version of a coin that looks like this. like maybe a 3 foot in diameter coin that just has patterns like this. I don't know, it looks like I don't know, this one looks really cool. It's like I could see this, like the patterns like this. I know over here on the left field it kind of looks like a minotaur with like a crescent moon up above, or maybe that's its horns there, and it's got like a little devil tail over here. And here over here it looks like an angel burning in hell. I don't know. We'll let you guys determine what you guys think it is. Thanks, guys. Hey, we have one that is not environmentally damaged. But no, I'm really curious to see how if those coins would, if PCGS would grade them, or I'm sorry, if they would slab them genuine, you know, like environmental damage, or what those would come back as. I've never seen a coin that looks like that in a slab. And I want to say there's a reason why. Maybe just no grader would send them in with a coin looking like that. This one's got a couple little nicks. It's got beautiful fields though. They just really flow forever. I feel like if the back looked like the front and just had like a little bit less, it could be a nice coin. So I think we got about 4 more of these, and then I will dump them all back out, and we can take a closer look now that we've kind of gotten to see what the condition of the coins are, and we can see if we can find anything. It looks like Liberty and the date are pretty much the main areas to look at for the double dies for the year. It looks like the 7 and the 0 on the date are the primary places, and then Liberty, it looked like the best double die that I could see. The Liberty has like a light spread. It wasn't very distinct. It was kind of like the bottom of the L and the B were kind of split. And I feel like there were a couple other places on that double die where you could kind of see it. And so who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. That one seemed like it was the most expensive one. Hello, Blue Sandy, welcome. We're just about through checking out this roll of coins here. So this is the date, I think, that when we were watching Copper Coins the other night, when Jessica was going through, you know, she pointed out one of her favorite double dies for 1970. So I don't think we're going to be as lucky as her, but we never know. I feel like we went through a roll of these by the same seller, what was it, like a month and a half ago, and I don't think we found anything in them. But I do have like 5 or 6 more rolls from this seller, and now I have 3 more rolls coming in the mail here. They should be here soon. It's not Chuck's wife. Chuck does have a wife. I'm not 100% sure what the relation. I want to say, like if I was to take a wild guess, I would say that she is married to Chuck's son. Or maybe it's just someone that he met randomly who's interested in coins, but they seem to be building a business relationship together, and it seems to be going really good. She seems to be super interested in coins, and she seems to know her stuff, so it seems like a nice match. But maybe Blue Sandy knows. I've just never asked the question of how they came to do business together. I feel like when I first started watching Copper Coins, I feel like maybe she was a mod at first, but maybe there was like a friendship or family connection there before. Alright, so I got the lights on. We'll see how these look up close. Oh yeah, Chuck's got every uh, strategy going here. He's got the brains and the beauty and the coins. Wait a second. I think I'm gonna move this one on here just so we can take a closer look here. We weren't looking through mint cellos last night, were we? And hold on one second. I just want to look at the. I think I left it open. So it looks like the L. It looks like the L on it for the best double die is like kind of double thick. And so it's like if we see like a double on the B, like in the middle, it really should just be like an extra B below it. And so I have a feeling the dates will probably, well, I was going to say the dates will be clearer here. And so places to look for double dies on these, like the flat top of the 7, oftentimes there'll be like a little piece of a 7 on top of it, or one underneath it. And then for the 0 here, it looks like there's oftentimes like a little extra piece of a O in the center of it. And I feel like it also makes them a little bit thicker. But there's a couple where you can just distinctly see an extra little piece. And this one's funny, like, here, wait, I want to look at the picture of, okay, so it's like the L on it, like really it looks like a double. But I don't know, it's like we looked at the other one and then this one looks much thicker. Yeah, she definitely seems like she has the knowledge, and she definitely seems like she took, the time to really get to know everything, like really good. Alright, we're going to need to move that 7. This cello is funky. But it does seem like they've built a pretty good friendship. And she definitely seems, she seems like she knows what she's talking about. Like the last couple times I've watched her streams, like I've definitely learned things. So it's funny, like, I don't know. It's like I keep like looking back at the other photo. Like double dies are not my strength. I can definitely say that. Like, I feel like I didn't do so well with RPMs last night, but maybe we really weren't looking at any good ones. But it's like stuff just starts to look like double dies to me the more. But maybe if we find, maybe if we actually find the one in the picture, it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it. And what I'm also afraid of is that the 7s, I feel like sometimes, I feel like some of the 7s, like I feel like when Jessica was showing it, I could barely see the part on top of the 7 the other night. And then she turned it and then all of a sudden the light hit it. And so I'm hoping that they're not that sensitive most of the time. See now this one, doesn't there look like there's like a line going right through the bottom? I might have to go check this one out. But I feel like something else had a notch on it too. Alright, let me look at the other photo again. So the L has a line going right through the bottom. The B has a line that goes across the bottom and curves up. So wait, is the 9 messed up on that one? On this one too? I just didn't know if that was a mark. No, it's not the same way. It's like when like machine damage becomes. I almost feel like the N looked like that and the picture I just looked at. So does the B have a curve? Let me turn it upside down. Yeah, it kind of looks like there is a line in the B that curves up. And the R has a notch, is that? Let's look at this right side up. It kind of looked like the R had a notch. Where did that go? I can turn it a little bit, but I don't understand why I can't. It's like the Y and the T are kind of, it's hilarious. I don't know if this is when people just like take a coin out of the out of the mint cello and then check it out. I gotta go back and look at this picture one more time. It's like, I like how Jessica just had the photo right there, so that she could kind of go back and forth and look. And I'm going to put that one to the side. That one looked pretty cool to me. Like, I feel like that's what we're looking for. But then it's like at the same time, it's like, look at the L on this one. It's got a line on the bottom. It's got a line going across the bottom of the B that curves up. It's gonna drive me crazy. But I guess if somebody watching this is like, yes, that is exactly what we're looking for, then we know. So I believe all the double dies inside the O are on the top part, kind of like the northwest side of the inside. It's like, I don't know, I have to assume that there are microscopes that go in farther than this. It sure would make it a little bit easier. I mean, maybe you lose all the detail once you get closer, but it seems like if you're looking for one particular thing, it would make things a whole lot easier. I would definitely like to find, I feel like none of the rolls I've gone through have I seen the little piece above the 7. I would just like to see one. It feels like, it shouldn't be an impossible double die to find considering the cost of it. It must be kind of common. So it's like you can almost see like a little thing up there. It's like, that's what I'm wondering, if that little piece just hides underneath the shadow. I feel like when I look at the photos, they're, quite a bit above. It'll definitely be easier here. Like after we look at a few, it's like you're definitely noticing that, like, there's a line in a lot of the L's. But the only way we're going to learn, other than looking at photos, is if we look at coins. It's like I'm wondering, like, what the odds, like, if you get a bank box, what the odds of finding, if you found a 1970 Philadelphia bank box, what the chances of actually finding one of these double dies is. I'd just be curious. I guess it's kind of hard to, it's like you could ask somebody that searches, like, how often they find them. But it's like probably the kind of thing where you can all of a sudden, get a roll of them and find 10 in one roll, and then you can go through 100 rolls and not find one at all. It's like the other box, or the other bag of 1970p mint cellos that I got today, that should be in the mail tomorrow. It was like, these coins came from this coin collector who had just died. And I guess that's one of the things that, like, kind of makes me think about this whole pandemic too, is I feel like a lot of the population of collectors, I feel like, are older. And it kind of worries me, in one way I feel like a lot of collections are going to come up, but at the same time I feel like we're going to lose a lot of our collectors, and I feel like that necessarily is not going to be good for the hobby if we lose a bunch of people. At the same time, we're always losing people in their collection. It's like we're custodians of the coins for so long, and then it's like changing of the guard. But it seems like every time the guard changes, we lose something in the hobby. That's our first little tone spot of the night on the mint mark there. So I'm assuming that since we're seeing lots of, with the double die, it like seems like it's like split, but I think that it must just look really impressive when you actually find one. Because I'm definitely seeing splits in these, but it's like I feel like it, where the L is, I'm guessing that it basically looks like two bottoms of the L there. It's just weird when I look at the photograph of the double die, the one that I'm looking for, it doesn't really look like there's two of them. It just kind of looks like it's split in the center, which is kind of what I feel like we're seeing. Let me just look at it one more time. It's just that like tiny, little bit tiny extra. It's like I tell myself, like, oh yeah, when I see a bunch of them, it's like there wouldn't be a whole bunch of them all in one, and then it's like, well, what if the person collected this particular variety, or what if they had a roll of that variety, and then that variety ended up like getting sold. I know, it was a little bit interesting. I think it was this purchase. It was kind of the same for a bunch of the purchases that I did. It was like I purchased, the roll of them at auction, and then it was like, hey, I had a messed up, I counted them before sending them off, and the numbers were off, and here's what I got. I can cancel the order. And so it was like I feel like nothing was as it was supposed to be, but I was just like, what am I going to say? No, I want the coins, but we'll just have to see. Wow, this mint cello is so much clearer. That's one of the things that I have enjoyed looking at the newer coins, is the mint cellos are so clear, like you can see the coin. I almost feel like I should be drinking coffee when I do these streams, but it seems like they go pretty late these days. I'd end up streaming till like 2, 3 in the morning for you guys. Maybe that'd be fun sometime on a weekend. Has anybody seen anything interesting looking that you guys had questions about while looking? Do you guys think I've missed anything here? I'm not convinced on any of the ones that we have seen. Hey, thanks to Credited Coins. I'll check and see if I can find you there. Yeah, honestly, and welcome Edwin Vasquez, welcome. I do recommend Instagram too, if you're trying to set up a store and stuff, because like, just posting photos and stuff there and the videos, like I think I have almost 1,100 people on Instagram and I've only been there like 2 months. Like it seems like it builds up, it builds people up a lot faster than YouTube does. It almost makes me feel like I'm doing the wrong, like doing stuff at the wrong place. But I just upload my videos there after I upload them here. You got a new video today? I'll check it out, Edwin. Thanks for letting me know. I haven't checked my email. I don't think I've checked my email today. Otherwise I might have known that you had a new one today. So it looks like I have about another 100 coins hopefully coming in the mail. So I'm going to keep posting stuff as quick as I can, but I feel like I've just been posting coins non-stop all week. At some point here I think I will just take a day off. I know I never do that, but I want to keep it not feeling, I want to keep work not feeling like work. Like a fried blue alien egg there. I don't know what that little blue spot is there. Kind of looks cool. Oh, maybe it's from the mint cello. It does feel, at the end of the day, accredited coins, like after like listing all day long, there is something that feels good about it. There is something that feels good about like, spending an entire day just working on a goal, on a project. And then it's like, some of the times I'll like run out of coins to list. And then it's like I'll have that feeling like I want to make videos, I want to list coins, and I don't have any more to, and it's like, no. And so I get on and buy some more coins so that I can do. The only time that backfired, I feel like, is when I got like the entire state quarter set, and then I was like, okay, 180 quarters to do, or nearly the entire. And then all of a sudden I just went and like bought every state quarter that was like MS66 or higher, like pretty much like cleared out everything. It's kind of fun, and it's like now I feel like when I go to the state quarters, like everything's like twice as expensive. Yeah, I did not enjoy, for some reason. I mean, I feel like it was cool getting to see every state and like getting to know a little something about the state. Um, but I could not, I was like so ready to be done with it by the time I was about halfway done. I was like, I just want to look at, I want to look at Lincoln cents again. I don't want to look at another quarter. Give me pennies. And, but I have been enjoying looking at the half dollars and quarters, like the non-state quarters. I've been enjoying doing that. It's been interesting. I've had like taking photographs and stuff of the silver has been fun, but it's been challenging. Like it's so much more reflective than the copper. Addicted coins. Oh, that was another thing I was gonna tell you. Credited coins. Um, I feel and maybe I'm off on this. But to show up better in Google placement, um, I think I told you about the KM number yesterday. I gave you the link to that. But also to show up better, like you want a white background. And so if you do, if you do get like a microscope camera, or like you do start taking closer up photos of the coins, just make sure it's a solid white background. If you are doing what you're doing, I just can't remember exactly how it looks. But if you have, so I hope that helps anyway, because you definitely, if you're taking the time to list 1,500-1,600 items on eBay, it will definitely help you if you're showing up on like, Google and stuff for free. And hey, thanks for letting me know about the new video, Edwin. I wish you a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And accredited coins, if you figure out a good lightbox system and you want to share some tips with me, I'm more than happy to hear. I know a couple people have recommended. I think Blue Sandy, you were recommending some. But I guess I'm saying if like you find something that works, let me know. And I'm pretty much there too. I feel like, especially with these silver coins, I was almost like, I was today like, all right, I'm gonna buy a white tent and I'm gonna set up my whole setup inside the white tent, and then I'm just gonna like put like camping spotlights all around the outside of the white tent, and I'll just go inside there and film, and everything will be perfect. Be there tomorrow, light boxes. Nice. Yeah, I should spend some time on that tonight too, just figuring out, because it would make it so much easier. I mean, the microscope cam, maybe that's part of the challenge with the light box kind of things. Like I did try to do the piece of paper on the PCGS boxes, and maybe if I was using something other than just the height wasn't quite right with the microscope cam. And it also it like boxed it in so I didn't have enough room for my hand. I just needed to spend a little bit more time, but I feel like I could get it set up. But I guess it would make it a lot easier, even with these mint cellos, if I was making videos with a light box, because we wouldn't have the glare on the coins. And I think that would definitely be priceless. You know, it's like when we're looking at the B and we're trying to see, is there a line there? We'd be able to see the B because it wouldn't be reflecting. It would be, you know, light enough we'd be able to see what was going on. So I like your logo that you did at Credited Coins. I think you did a good job there. It's like verified. It's verified accredited coins. It's like perfect. Good job. No. I don't know, on the top of, I don't think it's what we're looking for. It's like if you look at the top of the 7, there's kind of like, it's probably machine damage instead of a double die, and then on the inside of the bottom, let's flip it over again. Nice. Yeah, if you stole it, you should probably, if you can get it paid and used. I feel like the big companies are good at protecting their assets. I think this one just has a little bit of machine damage, which I kind of feel like we're seeing some damage up on these too. No, it looks good, accredited coins. You're doing an awesome job. You just need to start making YouTube videos. And I mean, like, honestly, like, I mean, like, feel out where you are once you get everything listed up there. You know, see how things are going. It's like, my guess is like, if I was to make a guess with the way that you have things set up, I would say that like probably within about 2 months you'll probably have around $1,000 of sales. In about 3 months, like I feel like in 3 to 5 months you'll probably be like 2 to 3,000. But I feel like if you set things up, if you made videos of your stuff, I feel like when I started to make videos of my stuff, like the sales went up like 400%. You know, maybe it wasn't all the videos, but I definitely feel like they helped a lot. It takes a little bit of extra time, but I guess it's like if a few $1,000s is enough, and you might have other avenues to work, or other ways to make it work for you too. In a month. I wish per day. I think I've only had one $1,000 day, and it involved an $800 coin being sold. So I've been like I keep like flirting with around 600. I'd like to have $1,000 days. I don't understand 100% why I don't. Like I'll get like $500 of sales in the morning, and then there'll be no sales all day long, and I'm just like, what happened? It just really seems like eBay feels weird. It's like it gives you a ton of sales all at once, and then it's like, oh, you hit your seller's limit. I really don't know how to explain it. So this was that was the last coin in the roll here. We can take a look. This was the one that was like kind of a question mark to me, and honestly I feel like we saw like 4 or 5 more. But it's like, you know, it's like you can see that like kind of line going across the bottom, even just zoomed in this far. You can see the B. You know, there's a line on the bottom of it kind of curving up. There's a line going across the bottom of the E. I feel like there were some die markers here. There were like some gouges, but they honestly, I can barely see them. It's like in the 1 cent to the left of the E. Which I don't think I'm seeing. It's like I would think that there would be some better die markers than those. But yeah, these die gouges look tiny. And I don't really see them, honestly, so I don't think it is one. I feel like it looks kind of similar. But the one that I was thinking it looked like was the 003. I mean, it keeps, that's the funny thing, is it keeps feeling like I'm gonna have a day like that, accredited coins. It starts off, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be it, and then it just disappears. So I'll keep trying, obviously. I mean, and that's the thing too, it's like, I feel like what I was thinking is maybe there's just not that many people that buy just small cents. And so I figured if I branched into nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars, maybe I would be getting a little bit of pie, a little slice of pie here, a little slice of pie here. And instead of trying to get all my sales in one category, if things are spread out, that it could increase. And what's been odd is like, I would say 2 out of 3 of my sales per day since I started doing nickels, dimes, quarters, like 2 out of 3 of them are non-small cent items, which is kind of blowing me away. Yeah, I didn't. How many? I feel like I saw like 3 or 4 sales, but did you get it? Did you get like a ton? I mean, the promoted listings I saw you using, it really helps. I mean, the fees add up quickly. But if you simply account for the fees and the margins, and it's like a lot of people say like, why are your coins, you know, more expensive than other people's? And it's because if I want them to sell, I have to pay eBay promoted listings. And, you know, that's basically, if I have to pay eBay 10% just to show it to people, I have to sell it for 10% more. That's awesome, accredited coins. Okay, maybe I'm totally well off on the numbers. You're gonna do awesome. Yeah, and just the faster you can replace those items that sell, you'll be happy. Hey Mike Badger, welcome. We're pretty much just ending things up here. I was just going through a roll of mint cellos here. And Accredited Coins and I were talking here. But how are you doing tonight? I'm just about ready to get off here tonight. Normally I have longer streams here, but this I just had a roll of these mint cellos to do tonight. Doesn't look like we found any double dies, and not sure what the next mint cello rolls we're going to do next. But we have a roll of Denver, which we can maybe do tomorrow. I've got a roll of San Francisco we could do tomorrow. And then we have I think we have 63, 63D, 64, 64D, and then we have 1956 proof mint cello rolls through 1960. So we've got a bunch of stuff, and I've got more cello rolls coming up this week too, or coming in the mail. So we've got about 20 more mint cello rolls, and then we'll get back. I don't know. I'm gonna mix in the Coin Vault has opened episodes as well, but we're just gonna go kind of back and forth here for a bit. I hate to end the stream here right when you're ending, and I was totally enjoying talking with you, Accredited Coins. But I think I'm going to look into seeing if I can find the light box, maybe see if I can check out get another microscope here so I can have just have the close-ups be nice and smooth, make everything faster. We'll be able to look at twice as many coins. So I think I'm going to spend the night here trying to figure out different ways to improve the stream so that I can give you guys more coins and better views of them. But thanks for joining us, Mike. Sorry to be ending the stream as you come. Have a great night, Accredited Coins. Have a good night, Blue Sandy. Have a good night, Logan's Coins. And who else did I miss? And Edwin Vasquez, you have a good night too. I'll check out your video when I am off of here as well while I check things out. It's going to be interesting, Accredited Coins. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Wish you guys a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys all in the future. Tech.